When I got out of the military, I had a hard time translating my military experience into the civilian world. I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for my wife, I probably would have been that homeless or impoverished vet. But it can be easier with the right support. I'm Mark Casper, and I'm the Executive Director of Tech for Troops. In today's world, you have to have a computer to be able to apply for jobs. Our mission is to empower veterans in need with computers and training to get back in the workforce.
Here at Tech for Troops, we're here to push you forward to get you back to where you want to be in life. When the veterans come in, I teach them everything you could think of that's done with a computer. I want them to feel that this is a tool that's going to help them get their life back.
I went into a kind of a deep depression. Eventually, I lost my job and I was out on the street. The computer was able to connect me to the web, and I was able to start putting resumes out. And you have to have these small building blocks to get from point A to point B. I'm not worried about employment anymore.
The need is great, and we want to be able to support our veterans across the nation.
All right, welcome to the IWM broadcast of the Tech for Troops Cup Series, and we are live at, well, we're at Bristol.
We are. We're a few hours away from where I am, and it's a nice sunny day here in Bristol, and we have 41 to 43 next-gen NASCAR Cup cars that are going to be hitting the track tonight here at Bristol. And Rick, when you get that many cars on this track, it's always going to produce excitement.
Absolutely, and we're qualifying going on right now. We're pretty much close to wrapping that up. Again, we've got a ton of drivers out there here in the Cup Series, so we're looking forward to getting this race underway. Why don't we talk a little? Let's see what the race conditions are, John, here at Bristol.
Yeah, let's take a look. So right now, a lovely 78 degrees outside, but the track temp is 122, so fairly hot on this concrete surface. 250 laps, pit road speed at 35 miles an hour. No quick repairs. That's going to be a daunting task to get over. But you have 5 sets of tires, 50% fuel, 3 green, white checker restarts, and a max of 24 incidents until you are what I believe is disqualified. So I'll be taking a look at that and keep you updated on your favorite drivers and how close they are to potentially going over the incident limit here. But Rick, we got roughly 30 seconds left here in qualifying. This is the fourth race of the season. I believe it's third?
Fourth or fifth? Fourth, I think. Sorry.
Something like that. We have seen great racing all throughout the season, and I'm excited for tonight's race.
Why don't we cover your keys to tonight's race, John?
Yeah, absolutely. So, number one, here at Bristol, you got to be patient. I mean, aggressive patience, patience with aggression, I guess is the best way to put it. You definitely want to let the race come to you a little bit, at least at the beginning. Second, you have to survive. It's all about surviving this race. There's 250 laps. Yes, you're going around here in about 15 seconds per lap, but still, you have to survive all the chaos. And third, track position. I think that's going to be very important here because you don't want to get caught up in the back. You don't want to get caught up in somebody else's mess. You want to be ahead of everything. So starting up in the front is where you want to be. And I expect probably somebody who starts in the top 5 tonight is going to win the race. That's my suspicion.
Well, speaking of that, we can probably get to our grid because we now have cars lining up to get out on the track and get this event underway.
Let's do it. Let's do it here in the Tech for Troop Cup Series. Starting on pole out of NB2 Motorsports, Mr. Ty Bostic with Chris Royale to his outside. In third, Lilith Peters, great start for her with Ryan Pittman starting in fourth. Ethan Thompson starting up there in the top 5 with James Lowe in sixth. Garrett Johnston starting in seventh with Jesse Vaughn starting there in eighth. Armando Ortiz starting in ninth, and Harley Barletta rounds out the top 10.
All right, moving on to the next, the 11th. Go back a little bit there. Sorry, the 11th position is Joey Doucette with Sammy Harrell on his outside. Zach Allen is in 13th. Jamie Dunning in 14th. Charles Van Scoik in 15th. John Ledger fills in at 16th. 17th is Christopher Howell, and 18th, Mike Slagter. In 19th, Christoph Hall, and in 20th, Philip Vandertwick.
In 21st, you have Brian Johnson. And 22nd to his outside is Aaron Jackson. Starting in 23rd, you have Jeff Nairn with Zach Ward to his outside starting in 24th. Ian Ogden starts in 25th with Ryan Walter starting in 26th. William Mann Jr. starts in 27th with Cody Sturgill to his outside in 28th. Ryan McRoberts starting in 29th with Maurice Burnett starting in 30th.
In 31st, Jeremy Flanagan. In 32nd, Brad Slagle. In 33rd, Zachary Groover. 34th, Marco Berube. In 35th, David Watts. 36th, Justin Horton. 37th is Bobby Gibson. Jeff Denise is in 38th. Nathan Harper in 39th. Luke Bullard in 40th. Dame Newsom in 41st. David P. Sharon in 42nd. And Dave Sharon in 43rd.
What I noticed is those last 5 drivers did not qualify, and I think, or maybe got a bad qualifying lap, maybe hit the wall. I think that's kind of surprising with Mr. Bullard there in the number 3. You know, he's starting all the way in the back. You know, it's going to be tough for him to make his way through the field. So that's a driver I definitely want to keep an eye out for here at the start of the race.
All right, we are under a pace lap now, getting ready to go to green. Ty Bostic is the pole sitter, and he has control.
He does have control here.
So one of the things I see as one of the challenges at this track is that we do have a full field and 2 sets of pit boxes, a front row and a back row set of pit boxes, and figuring out just where your pit box is, you got to figure that's going to be your challenge.
It's going to be crazy. But here we go. Green flags in the air here tonight at Bristol. Ty Bostic, the low lane. Chris Morrell on the high line. And let's see how this first couple of laps shape out. Just like that. 1 lap complete, Rick.
Just like that. Yep, our first lap, it's around 19 seconds or so. To complete a lap here at Bristol. It goes very fast. You know, this is just a fabulous track. It's all concrete. It absolutely is a bowl, and the sounds and how fast these drivers get around, it's just a split second.
It is. It's an amazing track to watch a race at, so if you haven't been, you got to go. But right now we see the lap times already approaching the 15-second mark, on the 15.2s for Mr. Ty Bostic out front. Currently, as it stands, you have Ty Bostic in first with Lilith Peters there in second, Chris Morrell in third, Ryan Pittman in fourth, and James Lowe, your top 5. Looking all the way back, you have some guys like Charles Van Scoik and Luke Bullard that are already 9.5 seconds off the pace, all the way back in 39th and 40th, Rick. So they are in, you know, there's a possibility that they could get lapped here, depending on, obviously speeds over the next 20 or 30 laps.
Yeah, it absolutely is one of those challenges these guys face. Also need to figure out just exactly what our mileage is going to be on this tank, just where we're at.
Exactly, but we are just now about to get 8 laps complete here. Nothing changing too much in the top 10. Everybody kind of single file throughout the field. You start to see some guys kind of exploring, but we'll see these lap times start to fall off here roughly in about 5 to 10 laps, and see who's been saving their tires, who's been pushing it really hard off the corner. Right now, Ty Bostic out front, leading this 40 car field tonight.
I think one of the biggest challenges these guys face is consistency. You have the line that you want to run, but if you're 2 and 3 wide at points, you're going to be outside of that line. And then what comes into play is going to be tire wear and tire temperature.
Yep, and also, lap traffic. That's going to come into play as well. You have to navigate that, and that's where this race starts to get pretty dicey, because then, if you're looking at the track map right now up in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can see basically it looks like a huge conveyor belt. We see Jeff Denis down pit road already. But Ty Bostic is already almost, caught up to the back doorstep of that 28 machine of Bobby Gibson. He's about a straightaway away. So that's going to be a major aspect. That's my 4th key for tonight, is managing lap traffic. Who's going to be able to get around there? That's going to be the best way. But right now, Aaron Jackson, Jeff Denis on pit road. Looks like he has some left side contact.
Yeah, definitely some damage. We see Aaron Jackson in. I see some right side damage in his.
Well, by process of our visual data there, we could possibly safely say that they made some contact, but either way, we're still green.
We are. So these are, so we're at 50% fuel. I think that's 10 gallons.
Yep, that would be correct. So you're probably looking at 70 laps, I would say.
I was gonna say 80 laps, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, somewhere in that range for sure. And right now, all I gotta say is this front pack. There's Bobby coming down. He's on the low line of the track, but Justin Horton is only 3 seconds ahead of this leader. So you have a lot of guys trying to make it through this field right now.
Oh, spin right there. 23. Spins, cautions out.
Oh,
the leader. The leader hit him. Oh, and the 11 hit him as well. That's Joey Doucette.
This is the front of the field. We are stacking up here. Oh no, this is not what you wanted to see if you're Ty Bostic. He is not happy. I can tell you that right now. Oh. Let's go back and see if we can take a look at what happened there between the 23 and I don't know who else was in that, but
we'll focus on the 23 here on the replay. So that's the 54. Looks like the 23 runs a little bit high.
Okay.
Oh, I see it happening.
Oh. Yep.
That's the 31 coming up behind him. That's
He's
Zachary.
In really hot.
Yeah, Zachary Groover coming in. He's definitely hot. And then drives right into the left rear quarter. You can see him coming up. Hang on, let's go back to that 31.
Back this up a little bit.
All right, this may give us a better shot here. So we're right behind the 31. So I'm looking at the seams in the asphalt, at least looking for it. So you can see he's crossing down that seam. He's in the low groove. Now he's coming up right there, and he's in the 23 came down, but the 31 moved up, and then obviously the 39 gets involved. Let's
nowhere to go. Yeah.
So
And this is all happening right in front of the leaders too.
exactly. So let's go back.
Which I think. Go ahead.
Now I'm going to jump over to, let's pause right there. Let's back it up. Let's go to Ty Bostic.
Yeah, see what he saw. I mean, my suspicion is he expected the 23 to hold the brakes and not roll back up the track.
Yeah, so he's trying to go around him. He had no place to go. He's just stuck.
Yeah. I don't think he expected the 23 to roll back up the track. And then, Rick, that caused chaos behind him as well. So you had a lot of drivers out right now. Ty Bostic down on pit road. A lot of mayhem early in this race.
A lot of guys were involved. So let's draw on the pace car. We're under our first caution after 22 laps here at Bristol in the Tech for Troops Cup Series. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a way to safely and securely dispose of your old electronic devices? Why not donate them to Tech for Troops? Tech for Troops is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to bridging the technology gap for in-need veterans and their families. The donation process is quick and easy. Simply go to techfortroops.org and click on the donate link at the top right-hand side of the page. Scroll down to access the Give Back Box link. To create your shipping label, click Add to Cart and complete the checkout process. The shipping label is good for up to 50 pounds. You can recycle most standard shipping boxes to send in your devices. Oh, don't forget the power cords. Give new life to your old technology by responsibly recycling with Tech for Troops. Help save the environment and support a veteran.
All right, welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway. We are back underway here, lap 24, and we're joined in the booth by Mr. Jason Parker. Jason, welcome. Yeah.
Oh, pleasure to be here. Thanks so much for having me. I do apologize for missing last week. It became unavoidable, but that means this week I can pick 2 winners. So let's get down to it, guys. What are some of your favorite schemes you've seen today?
Well, I think there's that great. John, are you able to look at a few?
Yeah, I'm going through the field here. Let's see. I feel like my decision here is very important.
Anyone that stands out, we'll kind of key on them?
I like the 19. The 19 of John Ledger.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I've been leaning towards. So, number 19, perfect. Love it, John Ledger. You're winning today, too. I also saw the 7 car with Mr. James Lowe rocking that Coasty scheme. Big fan of that. So you're going to be one of our 3 winners tonight while we are here in, help me out, Bristol. There we go.
That's right.
Right there, guys. It was right there. And our 3rd winner for the Tech for Troops scheme skirmish on the Speedway is going to be the 14 car, Mr. Mike Slagter.
Let's bring out Mr. Mike Slagter. Yeah, you can't miss that Tech for Troops Cup Series.
Oh, right there on the hood. Oh, yeah.
Yep, he certainly has that blazoned across that hood. Absolutely.
All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you so much for representing Tech for Troops. It's a pleasure seeing you out there on the Speedway. Check your Discords for more info on that sweet Amazon loop. And one last thing I'm going to leave you guys with. It's just going to be a date. June 22nd and 23rd. That's all I'm going to say. More later. But June 22nd and 23rd.
All right.
It's going to be important. I think you may want to write that down.
Okay, so a little teaser from Jason with Tech for Troops, June 22nd and 23rd. We're marking our calendars. I don't know why what's going to happen, but it's got to be good if we're talking about it.
It's got to be good for sure. I'm going to do a little speculating. I'll have to do some research, see if we can figure out what possibly could be going on. But love those schemes that he picked. Always, good ones with Jason. Love having him up here in the booth. And if you haven't already checked out Tech for Troops, you got to do it. Great organization. Love that they're our title sponsor. We love working with them. But Rick, you're about to say we got a new leader.
We do. After all that drama in the first caution, Lilith Peters has taken over the lead and has currently got herself a little bit of a gap over the second place of Chris Farrell.
Absolutely. She's been performing well all season long. A rookie here in the Tech for Troop Cup Series, but a no rookie to iRacing, and it's been awesome to see the new faces we've seen up at the front all season long. She's one of them, along with James Lowe, had another couple newbies up there at the front, but she's been leading this race ever since we dropped the green flag after that first caution. So I'd watch out for this 01 car, but Rick, I think even more importantly too, the top five is been pretty consistent. There have been, first place right now, Lilith, she started in third. Chris Farrell started in second. Ethan Thompson started in fifth. James Lowe started in sixth. And Ryan Pittman started in fourth. That is your current top five. So track position is a major advantage right now.
Well, she just passed, and that's the 22 of Ty Bosick, who is involved in that wreck. So unfortunately, in this league, there is no quick repair. There's no way to get something fixed except sitting in the pits and letting them to put a new bumper on, or putting some body work on, or trying to get some repairs done. It's just like in real racing. You just you have to wait it out. So,
yep, and the yellow flag is out. Yep, it looks like that happened, I believe.
I've got no indication.
I think possibly turn 3. Was it turn 3 that there was some contact?
I don't know. I'm looking. Did you see a car anywhere?
There's a car on pit road.
Yep, that is Charles Van Scoik. That's on pit road. No, Jeff Nani was on pit road. So not exactly sure what happened there. So.
Oh, I caught it. I just found it. It was with. Oh, it just left my screen. It was Sammy Harrell and Ty Bostic.
Oh no! All right, let's go back and see if we can. There it is.
Well, wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, just, Sammy was coming up and, on the bottom lane, it's hard. Your car pushes so much. So that's a tough one there for Sammy, and even tough for Ty. It feels like Ty's been the punching bag this race, unfortunately, getting involved into another incident. But Rick, everybody's down pit road.
Yeah, and that's the challenge here with both a front stretch and a back stretch pit road. You've got to come down both if you're on that back, and then go all the way around to the front stretch.
You do.
And at 35 miles an hour, that's a long day.
Oh yeah, it feels like you're crawling. Absolutely.
All right, not everybody came down pit road. It's like Chris Worrell, James Lowe, Sammy Harrell, who was involved in the incident, Christoph Hall, and Christopher Howell all stayed out and did not come in here at lap 46.
Interesting move. I mean, the tires are definitely worn, but is it going to matter that much, with as much track position matters here at Bristol? I think that could be an interesting move.
All right. Again, thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the Tech for Troops Cup Series. Tonight we are live at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Bristol 250. John, there's another thing that's going on in this league, and that is a tournament.
Yes, the in-season tournament that is being put on right now by the Tech for Troop Cup Series. It's basically a head-to-head single elimination style tournament, and it started earlier this season, and now this is into round 2. So we whittled it down from 32 drivers down to 16 drivers, and that's just a fun, in-season competitive tournament that's going on. That is a little bit, kind of like what the NBA did this year, in essence, if you're familiar with what the NBA did with their in-season tournament. And it's exciting because you now not only have to worry about, the drivers that you're racing against on a week-to-week basis, you have to worry about the driver that's you're up against. So it produces great battles, and we'll see who prevails today. But really quick, we're going back to green flag racing with Chris Worrell, James Lowe, and Sammy Harrell, right all there, first, second, and third.
Yep, they get out to a great start, but they're going to be run up on, I think, pretty quickly because they're on older tires, and this is a very abrasive surface, and fresh rubber makes a huge difference here.
It is, and we'll see what their lap time is as they come back by the start-finish line. You see Sammy Harrell down the outside, kind of stacking everybody up. That last time was a 15.7, so that was about 0.4 off what some of the leaders on fresh tires are running. So not terrible, but not great. Oh, we got a big stack up there. Rick, look at all that chaos. Oh. Rick, if this does not end in a caution, no offense to all the drivers, but that's just a hornet's nest.
Yeah, you're too wide here. You've got some drivers on old tires. That's the 98 of Christoph Hall, kind of working his way, kind of cycling back. The 84 tagged the wall. I think that's Jesse Vaughn.
Yeah, it is Jesse Vaughn, all trying to make their way up through the field. See the 88. They're trying to go on the inside. The 25 now on the inside. 3 wide.
3 wide up at the front. That is Lilith Peters up there. She gets around. Great move by Lilith to get down.
And this has just produced a huge stack up behind her, Rick. I mean, the whole field is basically double file behind her, probably for about 15 cars.
Oh, somebody's got a little bit of a connection issue because they blinked and they're still gone.
Ooh, that is not good. Oh, we got Ty Bostic is currently getting lapped again. He's out there very slow.
Yep.
Unfortunate there for Ty.
I think he's just trying to keep it going and he's making laps.
I mean, at Bristol, I think you have to. The chance of there's his friend.
Yeah. Almost deja vu all over again.
Yeah, that could have been very bad. I don't think Ty would have been very pleased with that at all. He's now riding the wall.
Oh, well, he's almost come to a stop. Way off the pace. I mean, I'm
way
showing...
off the pace. We got... Yeah. James Lowe just came down pit road, by the way, Rick. And we got a battle for the lead, though, the 25. And Chris Worrell, that's Ethan Thompson there on the inside line.
Yep, battling for second. Lilith Peters is back up to the lead.
Oh, yellow flag. Caution is out. I believe that is in turn 1.
Bullard was involved.
Maybe in turn 4.
You are correct. Let's go back and see just what happened to Luke. So unfortunately, he's got Ty Bostic in front of him. Looks like he is trying to... unfortunately, the whole field is running up on top because Ty is running off pace.
All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, I see.
The 40 came in and just ran up.
And then the 40 got squished.
By the 00.
Yep. The Whataburger machine.
Brian Johnson. Yikes.
He should be okay. Not terrible damage. I think he might be all right. As long as your RPMs are good, it doesn't matter what your car looks like here.
That is very true. But unfortunately,
not an error race by any means.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ty Bosick is in. I think he's trying to get some repairs done. But you can tell with the fact that much nose damage, he's off pace. He's definitely got some issues.
Hey, but keep it going, Ty. I mean, right now he is only. Let's see, how many laps down is he? Surprisingly, only 2 laps down, which is quite amazing if you consider the fact that he is actually, I know he started in first, 40 cars are out here tonight, but he's up to 30th technically. So, keep on going, Ty.
Yep, James Lowe is still in the pits. Not sure what happened to James. He was running up front there for a while.
I can only imagine possibly a pit road penalty.
Quite possibly, because he is still he's still in there.
Let me look and see. I don't see any black flags on my end. He may have gotten it cleared up, may have gotten it settled by now, but I don't see any.
He's in there for over 3 minutes on pit road.
It's weird.
Well, lights are still on the pace car. It's lap 62. This is our 3rd caution, but not bad so far. Kind of, it's Bristol. You expect this kind of contact. I think, unfortunately, what has kind of stacked up the field a bit is there is a number of damaged race cars that are out there, and unfortunately, they can't go as fast as the leaders, and they have to cycle back through the field, and that's just hard with 40 cars on the track.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's Bristol, as they quoted, it's Bristol, baby. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. That's why you got to stay in the fight, stay in this. It's about surviving. I never said you had to survive in one piece. You just got to survive.
Well, we're about to go back to green. Lilith Peters is our control car. To her outside is Ethan Thompson. And then behind her, she has got the 20 of Garrett Johnston. These are all relatively new people up front in today's event.
Absolutely. And we're back to green. Green flag racing here at Bristol. And again, track position is still proving to be absolutely essential here. 5 out of the top 6 right now started within the top 10, so that's very important. One of our biggest movers of the race, Nathan Harper up 30 spots, Cody Sturgill up 21 spot. Those 2 drivers making moves very, very quick here in this race. We'll see how long that lasts. Nathan Harper, he is, I think, a teammate of Lilith Peters.
I think so. They share a sponsor, for sure.
I would assume they are all part of the same team then. It looks like we got Ethan Thompson right now on the back doorstep of Lilith Peters trying to make a pass for the lead. He goes to the high side, Lilith goes to the bottom. As we're now taking a look at Sammy Harrell there. Here we go, back up to the front.
Hey, John, are you able to see our telemetry?
I am not. You
may want to check it out.
I got nothing. Yep. Are we tower kind of going down a little bit?
Actually, we are able to now show in our telemetry the team names. So.
Am I missing them? I am. There we go.
Can you see the overlay yet? No?
No, I can't. I mean, I
Okay.
can see Chris Rail. I see the 06. I see
Oh, I'm
Ford.
sorry. It's the link to the.
Oh, I don't see it in SDK.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't see any of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not showing this race.
We'll see. We'll try to get that corrected next time. All right. So back up front, still in the lead, you've got Lilith Peters. She's got the 25 of Ethan Thompson right behind her. Garrett Johnson is right there, and Jamie Dunning. Jamie Dunning is your first Average Joe Motorsports driver. Oh, a little bit of action there. You don't come back until you get Ian Ogden back here in 10th, the next Average Joe driver. And they're sprinkled through the field. Christopher Howell. Chris Howell is back there in 17th position.
Yep, back there in 17th. He started this race mid-pack as well, so trying to wake his way up to the front.
But our leader continues to be Lilith Peters here, lap 77.
Yeah, she's getting hunted down by Ethan Thompson there. Thompson's running a little bit of a higher line. Lilith running a little bit of a lower line. And that's the beauty about Bristol. You can run different lines here.
Yeah, it's all what works best for you and your driving style. So these guys last pitted on lap 44. We're now
Okay.
lap 80, so they've got 36 laps on their tires. Now, that being said, we had a couple of yellow flags, so it's not quite as terrible. But at some point, man, 25 is a wall rider. He has been up there. 42 just, that's Jamie Dunning. He just tapped that outside wall.
Yep, they're definitely out there looking for grip, and that's the differentiating lines here at Bristol. You see almost everybody has migrated up to the top line except for Lilith as she just taps the wall. And as we speak, she moves up.
Well, if you see that
Yep.
going on behind you, well, and now she's got a challenge because now she has caught up. Let's bring up that track map. She has now caught up to Jeff Ninney at the end. That's definitely, Jeff is currently in 34th position. He's got some damage. You've got the 07. Oh, James Lowe, you can see it. He's missing his nose. He lost his nose in one of those incidents.
Yeah, and his right front is a little bit off as well, I believe. So that's why James is not being able to keep up. So that explains that. Don't really know what happened.
Caution's out. It's like Sammy Harrell was involved in something. He is pointing in the wrong direction.
And he made his way down to the apron as quick as he could. See if we can take a look and see what happened to the 43 there.
.48 is behind, and that's Vander Twick. That maybe just taps his right side and spins him out.
I feel like that's the second time that's happened to Sammy.
It may have
Except
been.
the first time it was a Ty Bostic.
All right. Well, we are under caution here, lap 87. We are going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back.
Hi, America. I'm Mark Castro, President of Tech for Troops. I wanted to take a moment to say thank you for making 2023 such an amazing year. We completed our mission, and it feels good to have another successful year behind us. But I want to tell you, this year, 2024, is our 10th anniversary. 10 years of doing this mission, and you have been so supportive of us. So I want to take a moment to say, please continue to support us. We're going to have an event or more every month. Please stay tuned in our calendar. Please stay tuned on our social media. Join us in the celebration of our mission and what we do. And we look forward to seeing you and having your support for our mission of ending veteran homelessness through bridging the technology divide. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much.
All right, we are back here at Bristol. We are under caution after 88 laps for a incident between the 43 and I'm not sure what it's the 48. A little bit of contact which sent the 43 into the wall and has brought out the caution for just the fourth time in tonight's event. And we expected it, John. Bristol is a tough track. You expect the contact. It's going to be there.
Absolutely. It's a part of this racing, and we knew that coming in, so we'll see how this race plays out. Right now we have 25 cars on the lead lap. That's dwindled down quite a bit, so you'll see this happen throughout the race. And sometimes that even makes it tougher for these drivers, knowing that you're a lap down and you're battling lap down traffic, because you don't have as many cars to battle, and it's actually kind of tough to get around lap down traffic. So we'll see how that plays out. But 25 cars in the lead lap. Lilith Peters out front with Ethan Thompson in second, Jamie Lee Dunning in third, Garrett Johnson in fourth, and Jesse Vaughn right now sitting there in P5. Now Nathan Harper still making his way up 33 positions here up to P6. Pretty impressive there for that number 4 camp.
So on the other side of this, you've got 3 retirees. Dame Newsom, David P. Sharon, and Dave Sharon have all retired. You do have a number of drivers who are in the pits for some extended work. Maurice Burnett is one. He's been there for over 13 minutes getting some repairs done. But the lights are off on top of our pace car, and so I'm guessing we are about to go back at some point to green flag racing.
We are, I believe that is correct. Pace car should be dropping down here, and green flag is out. Green back in the air here at Bristol. The 01 of Peters out front, taking the commanding lead. As 25 tries to battle around, I think that 25 needs to make a pass quick if he wants to get in front of Lilith, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, I know one thing that will be coming up in the next 35 or so laps is that these guys will need to pit, whether we pit under green flag conditions or under yellow. That is your best opportunity for a position change.
Absolutely it is. It really is. So we'll see how these drivers now battle, knowing that they do have to come down pit road. We got a car kind of in the wall. It should be okay. Yeah, you have drivers on multiple different strategies now, so that's when this racing starts to get really interesting, when you start to get split strategies, you start to mix up the field. Oh, a little bit loose there. I believe that's Cody Sturgill in the 64.
Yeah, yep, definitely a little loose. Cody pitted last on lap 44.
Oh,
the guys
3
behind
wide.
him, yeah, those guys all pitted last on lap 60, so they're on fresher tires and able to move around a little bit more aggressively on the track, and it shows as they work their way around the 64 of Cody Sturgill.
Yep, trying to get around Harley Barletta. That's the O.
That didn't
6
take
of
long.
Chris Morrell. No, in the 88. Wow, a little bit of contact there between the two.
Yep, strong battle between these two drivers.
And what a move by the 06.
Yeah, the
Going
88.
around the high side.
Yeah, the 88 ran and was kind of running on that almost at the apron there.
06 now gets in front of the 88 machine. And while all this is happening, Wolf Peters and
Checking
25. Yep, they have checked out.
They've got nearly a full second over fourth place Vaughn, who has got his own battles. He's got the 42 of Jamie Dunning right in front of him, and he's trying to work around that, but he's got the 4 of Nathan Harper right on his tail.
Yeah, that 4 car is strong. He's been moving up through the field all night long. He's trying to get around, maybe do a 2-for-1 here with the 88 or the 84 and the 42. Harper's able to move himself up into the 4th position. Now 35 spots.
Huge move. That's pretty much from the tail end of the field all the way back up. And Nathan last pitted on lap 45, so he's pretty much in the same position. The big mover is the 6 with Chris Worrell. He continues to work his way around. Now he has got past, he's now worked his way around the 42 of Jamie Dunning, and he is on the hunt all the way up to 6th.
Yep, I mean, he knows that everybody in front of him is more than likely going to have to pit, so it's definitely going to be an interesting battle.
Well, and he's got 15 laps of fresher tires than those guys.
Absolutely.
All right, Lilith Peters is about 3 seconds ahead of these 06 of Worrell. He's trying to get his way around the 20 of Garrett Johnston. And he does. Up to 5th. This is the biggest battle, most consequential battle so far.
04's up in the wall.
He's trying to do anything he can to get around the 84 of Jesse Vaughn.
He's trying, and he does it. He gets it done on the bottom. Move that 06 up into 3rd. Got to remember, fresher tires, so that's a big factor in this, but still making his way up to the front again.
Well, just remember, Nathan Harper in that 4 is on lap 45 tire, so he is pretty much the same tire conditions as our leader, Lilith Peters. Now his last lap was a 15:27. Lilith ran a his last lap was a 16:19. Lilith ran a 16:03. Chris Worrell now up to 2nd, and he is running lap times around 15.99. That was through traffic. I'm curious to see what we'll see next time by.
Yep. And Rick, let's take a look back to 12th through 20th. Apparently we have a lot of battles going on back there. Big battles. We have found the Hornet's Nest at Bristol. It is here. See 27 of Jeff Nairn, 81 of Harley Barletta to 98. Contact
right there. 81.
He saved it, I think.
He did.
What a save by Harley Barletta.
He's definitely flat spotted those tires, though.
He has, and that front end is definitely squished. You can tell it's a little bit more pointy than all the other Chevrolets out there.
But not bad. He continues to make his way around. But that spin did move him back to 21st. Back up to 10th is Zach Ward in that 7. He's got the 88 of Christopher Howell on his outside. Christopher Howell is trying to make his way back up towards the front. Ian Ogden is in that 21 car. Ian's doing well. He's up 16 slots. He started 25th. Almost a little contact there with Christopher Howell.
Just maybe a little tap.
A little nudge.
As we see them now battling side by side. Ooh, Ian up in the wall, but that's all right. Oh, he's not clear. Now he's clear. Oh, maybe not. Oh.
Mainly clear.
Nah, 100% clear.
That's the 98 behind him. That's the Christoph Hall piloted vehicle.
Looks like we got a battle forming right now, right? Where Jeff is... No, I think it's where... Vandertwick is. All these guys behind him battling for position.
Vandertrick is currently showing in 16th slot. He's got the 39 right behind him, Justin Horton. And that is a teammate of Lilith Peters, currently showing in 17th position.
And caution's out. Caution's back on the track.
Sammy Harrell may have been involved.
Again, man. Sammy.
Oh, and there's some retaliation.
Whoa.
Yeah, with the 84, and Sammy Harrell is gone. It's up to the pits.
Rick, I think this is the same exact situation.
You want to go back and look at that incident?
Yeah, I mean, it's Sammy drove right up the track again. I mean, there's no other way for me to say that, but it's the same story, different.
Contact
I
with
think
the
it was.
floor.
I mean, yeah, I think it was. I mean, same kind of situation, but he doesn't hold the brake either, which is why I think the 84's mad. Because the 84, if we go on board with Sammy or with Jesse Vaughn, he probably went low thinking the 43 was going to hold the brake. But that's the third time we've seen Sammy get turned to the outside wall. Tough break for Sammy Harrell. Tough break.
All right, we're on board in the cockpit of the 84. You can see his RPMs are dropping.
It's almost the same situation with Ty Bostic. Nowhere to go.
No.
And then some extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
To say the
Okay, yeah, so. All right, so our fifth caution is out. Here on lap 122. Pretty much everybody came down onto pit road, including our leaders. Number of drivers are getting some repairs being made. But we thank you for tuning in. We are really, this is pretty much the halfway point of Bristol.
Yeah, just about halfway through. Out front, Lilith Peters is doing a great job. She has been leading the pack, obviously, but obviously got a couple cars in front of her now that are lapped down. But great job to her. And Chris Worrell almost caught her at the end of that stint before that caution came out.
Absolutely. So we'll see a number of those cars. There they go. They'll get a wave around, and we're at this point getting the formation of this field back underway. Now she's got Chris Worrell to her outside. She's got Ethan Thompson in that 25 and Christoph Hall behind her. We'll see how we can get this back underway.
All right, green flag back in the air here at Bristol. Lilith Peters out front. Chris Worrell in second, Ethan Thompson in third, Nathan Harper still in fourth after that incident with Sammy Harrell.
Great restart.
Absolutely.
Jump back a little bit in the field. There's a lot of positions under battle right now. That's the 20 driving right through. And the 24 was sideways, dirt tracking around that corner.
He was.
But that's Pittman. You've got the 81 of Barletta. 98, Christoph Hall has fallen back significantly. He was up there in third.
He was.
I don't know what's causing him to fall back. This is like the second time we've seen him go all the way up to the top 10. Cautions back out.
Oh, yep. I'm trying to figure out why.
William Mann
Oh,
Jr. and the 29 was involved.
Is that Bobby Gibson sideways?
Bobby Gibson.
Maybe wrong.
Charles. Yeah, let's go back. Oh, Roberts. Ryan
Yep, that's
Roberts.
McRoberts. Yep.
Let's back that up just a little bit.
Yeah, that's Ryan McRoberts there.
This is from the cockpit of Ryan McRoberts. Well,
And then what happened to Bobby was an unfortunate situation. It looked, I don't know if it's on my side, but it looked like the 29 may have blinked, or he rolled down the track or something and caught Bobby Gibson in the side.
we can go back and look at that from 28's position here.
There's the wreck. He's going left. He's
he just came down and tried to get by on the apron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you would think would work. You would think.
You would think, but
break.
I mean, this is
both
one of those
drivers.
tracks where it's self-cleaning. So the banks are here. It's going to force, unless you hold the brake and you're, in the position to do that, you're going to end up coming on down to the apron. So it's not really your best choice.
Yeah, and another driver involved in that, Rick, was the 23. You see right there behind the 29. He also rear-ended the 29 machine. That is Charles Van Scoik. So 2 drivers involved after the carnage ensued.
Also, so that
Here at
possibly
Bristol.
Marco Berube had something going on. Maybe Brian Johnson was involved. So there's a number of drivers who had some issues. That being said, I'm counting 20 drivers are currently on the lead lap, which puts, we've got 3 retirees, 4 if you count Maurice Burnett, who's in for extensive repairs. So nearly 19 drivers, at least 1 lap down.
Wow. Well, we said it was about survival. And it's looking like that.
Yeah. Well, it's typical. I mean, it's Bristol. It's just like this. Whether it's NASCAR on Sunday or IWM Tech for Troops on Wednesday, Bristol is a challenging track.
Yes, it is. And really quick, we had something happen that made us not go green. I don't know what it was. But we do know that the 01 elected to take the outside line, which is something she hasn't done all race long. So pretty interesting there out of the 01 machine.
Interesting choice. All right. Lights are off on top of our pace car. That means we are about to go back to green flag racing.
Yes, we are. Currently 20 cars on the lead lap as we speak. 3 out of the top 5 started in the top 5. So, again, track position I think is very, very important. Your pace car drives off. Lilith has the reins and green flag in the air. Oh, very interesting restart there. I don't know what happened, but it looked like... I really don't know.
Did the 06 get caught nosing out in front of the leader?
I want to say no, but
Very interesting on that green flag restart. She basically suckered him.
she did.
Oh,
We have a caution though,
cautions.
Rick.
I don't know.
Car on pit road may be involved with Jeff or Charles Van Scoik, possibly. Maybe Luke Bullard.
There's a number of incidents that happen.
Oh,
So
is
as
this
the
after
field
track?
checks up, that's the 40 tapping the 33, the 84 tapping the tail of the 40. Yep, just
What
so
brought out the caution? Huh.
I don't know.
I am not sure.
Oh, that's the 99 of Berube, I think.
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct.
See if I can find a better shot of that. So he came up, the 40 looked like he tried to get away, and the 99 just continued to come up with, and it was not clear.
Yeah, and I think the 40 was kind of sideways. I think the 99 thought the 40 was a little bit higher up the track. And that's what's tough about Bristol. You don't really know where the drivers are. And tough hit for both those guys. Double O in the wall. 28, Bobby Gibson been involved as well with Luke Bullard too. Yep, that tells the full picture.
Yep. All right. Caution is back out. Our average laps are coming down to 20 laps average between cautions, but hey, you know, it's Bristol.
It is Bristol, and it's better than our old trend. I haven't brought up trends this year. Haven't had to. But in years past, the trend has been 10. Today at Bristol, it's been 20, so a little bit better. But again, it's Bristol. You know, short tracks in these big stock cars always are tough. Look at Richmond, look at Bristol. Those kind of tracks, always rough. Especially because it's tight corners, little room for error, and it's pretty tough. So.
All right, lap 142 is in the books. Lilith Peters is currently our leader. Chris Worrell is in second. Third, you got Nathan Harper in the 4, although he had some earlier damage from an incident, a caution or so before. But he is back up to 4th, 3rd. And you got the 25 of Ethan Thompson there on the outside. Big move. We got Ian Ogden up 20, up in 5th. So
There we go. Green flag back in the air. I think Lilith likes the inside a little bit better than the outside.
Yeah.
It definitely showed right there as you see everybody starting to basically get single file from the first 5 cars, then double file throughout the rest of the pack.
She's got the restart down, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
Look a bit back farther. This is the pack and just behind the leaders. That's the 24 of Zach Allen. You got Jeff Narron, Zach Ward.
Car turned in the wall. That's a 20. Big wreck. Rick, big wreck in turn 2 and turn 3. Or turn 1 and turn 2, rather.
A lot of guys involved.
Yeah,
Ryan
another
Pittman,
one.
Garrett Johnson.
Ryan Pittman. Tough break.
Looks like his nose is in good shape, but I can't make any claims anywhere else. Let's kind of take a quick look back. So it happened right in front of him. It looks like that's the 88 of Christopher Howell.
Yeah, it's the 88, and I believe that's the 20 of Garrett Johnston.
Yep, it is.
And let's just watch this. Was there a little bit of net code involved?
I didn't see a net code, but we'll take a look real quick. 88 moves up. The 20 continues to push him up to the high side. The 88 continues to make space, but the 20 just keeps coming.
Yeah, 20 just kept on coming up.
Yep. Unfortunately, that pinned both of them together. The 08 had no place to go. Gets collected.
Oh,
You see
49 and the
48 also involved, and now we're going backwards up under the safer barrier. The 42 drops.
Yeah, tough break for all those guys, and then you have a parking lot there in the middle of turn 1 and turn 2, so
Yep.
literally nowhere to go. The entire track blocked.
All right, so the 08 of Ryan Pittman makes his way down onto pit road just to, at this point, probably to do some damage assessment.
Yeah, just to see how bad that is.
It didn't look terrible. One of the things that we do see a lot here at Bristol is a lot of these incidents where you are slowing down and you're being collected, but you're not doing it at 200 miles an hour. So the opportunity to have limited damage is there.
It is. So, and that's the point, if you have find yourself turned into the outside wall, as long as your RPMs are fine, again, it doesn't matter how pretty your car looks at the end of the day. Whole point about this is survival. So right now we have 18 survivors per se on the lead lap. So
17, I think.
That's probably going to change here as this race winds down. But again, I mean, looking at this, I want to say track positions everything, but again, look at Nathan Harper up 36 spots. Look at Ian Ogden up 20 spots. Jeff Nairn up 16. Zachary Ward up 16. Justin Horton up 25. So you can see all these guys up major spots right now. So it's not only track position, it's also, the aggressive patience, or patience displayed, or aggressiveness displayed in patience, I guess you could say it that way.
Well, we can actually show that data, so now we can actually see the gain right there on the tower.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal there by Nathan Harper, Ian Ogden,
Justin Horton,
Jeff Nairn. Absolutely. Great stuff. All right, pace car is about to make its way down pit road again. Rick, 100 laps to go here at Bristol. Lilith Peters out front, green flag in the air, and we are back to racing at Bristol. 01's now taking the lead, but look at that. Nathan Harper was alongside the 06. Now they're all back to single file. Seems like it happens every single time that way.
24 to the outside, trying to work his way around the 27. 27 is Jeff Nairn, NV2. He's up 16 positions. Jumping on back. Got the 39 under the 48. Got the 64 teammate trying to get under his teammate of the 98, and you've got the 11 there. That 11 is Joey Doucette.
Yep, and Chris Worrell is all over the back doorstep of Lilith Peters there up at the front. It has become a tight battle there for the lead. And we got a caution back out on the track, Rick. Started about...
We just missed it. That was Joey Doucette. We were just looking at...
Yeah, we just turned it away.
Let's go back and see what happened. He's battling the 64. 64 came down and hit him in the right rear quarter panel.
Yeah, I think the 64 was sideways though. He was sideways through that entire corner. I don't know how much. I don't know what else he could have done. Tough break for the 11, but that 64 was absolutely dirt tracking it all the way through the corner. You could see him almost. I mean, from when the 11 kind of tapped him in the rear on entry, back end looked like it stepped out all the way. So right there, he's sideways, 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 sideways. Tried to keep it off.
Hard to do.
Hard to do. Held the brakes, flat spotted the tires, but he's coming back down pit road. Should be okay. Didn't really hit anything, so.
He'll get back out at some point. So here we are, lap 157, less than 100 laps to go, 93 laps to go to wrap up the Tech for Troops Cup Series race here at Bristol. We thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast. We appreciate you following us. And if you have the opportunity, please subscribe to our channel. Not sure what stream you're watching, but you can see us on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. We appreciate you tuning in. We know you have a choice, and we like it, and we're thankful that you're making it us. All right, we should be going back to green in a lap or two. Lilith Peters continues to lead. Wish we had a ticker that told us just how many laps she has led so far, but it has been a bunch.
It has been a bunch.
So interesting, you know, we've been through 158 laps. The top, here's an interesting fact for you, the top 10 drivers have only pitted twice.
I mean, I do the same thing. I mean, track position matters in quite a bit, so it's as long as you're staying out there, you save your equipment, and you have clean air, you got a nice fresh track, you're not battling anybody really, so I think it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Save your stuff to the end. That means you got 3 sets of tires at the end.
All right, we're about to go back to green flag racing. The 01 will be our control car. Again, you've got the 06 to the outside.
Alrighty. Green flag back in the air.
Oh,
We're wrecking. Big wreck. The whole front of the pack is sideways down to the apron. 21, Ian Ogden. 24, Zach Allen.
There was a lot of stack up going on. I think right from the very beginning, they were just, we have to go back to that green flag restart.
Yeah, we got to take a look at that one. This is probably one of the first restarts we're looking at all day long. But it looked like not only the 01.
Let's back this up a little bit farther. Not that far. But too far. Let's crawl along here a bit on this restart. So the 01 out front, that's Lilith Peters. She's kind of the control car. 06 to the outside. Pace car drops off. And now at this point, the 01 is in charge of the race speed.
Yep. So I'm watching this on my side. I watched the speeds of both cars. The 01 and the 06 virtually took off at the same time. The 06 gets a bump from the 25 right there. And then the 01 and the 4 literally spin tires at the exact same moment. Look at that. Both go to the right. 4 of Nathan Harper bounced off the 25, and that just caused chaos with Ian Ogden and Zach Allen right there.
Yep. Just going to do a little bit of checking here. 1 second. All right. So in that little incident, it looks like the 06 has been timed as the leader and will get lane choice.
Yep. The 06 was the caution technically wasn't even thrown till about turn 1.
Now I will say that
watched
Lilith
the pylon.
Peters and Nathan Harper are teammates. So they were they were all together. They took off at the same time. They both spun their tires.
They did. I mean, it was like synchronized. I mean, both their cars went right at the same time. You know, Lilith was able to hold on to her car. Unfortunately, Nathan wasn't gotten to the 25, and also the 25 spun his tires too. If you watch I think the 25 did. I may be wrong. It may just be the way that the car looks. But yeah, teammates spinning their tires. It was a tough break.
Absolutely.
Tough break.
So we'll wait we'll wait for this to shake out again, just where we are at. But 164 laps in the books. Our 10th caution of the night. I think we are now down to 17 cars on the lead lap.
I think that's correct.
Okay, looks like we're racked and stacked, and we're gonna do this all over again. Maybe not the same approach.
Yeah, maybe not. But we got a new leader out front, though. Chris Worrell. He's not a new leader by any means for the series, but new leader tonight. Here we go. Oh, pace car makes its way down. Oh, we got a car. What is a 93 car doing? I am not sure what is happening with that 93 car, Rick, but we were green. That was odd.
Yeah, I don't. 93 is Ryan McRoberts.
He is stopped and
He is
just
towed.
retired, I believe. Yep, he towed. All right.
I'm not sure just what happened there, what that decision was to do what was done, but here we are. Chris Worrell is out front. Lilith Peters is slipped in behind him.
And the battle is on for first and second, as well as third and fourth between Ethan Thompson and Harley Barletta. Battle going on right now. Harley, haven't really talked about him at all this season. Trying to get Wynn to lock himself into the playoffs. As we now see basically a bunch of two-car battles on the track. First and second, and third and fourth. Fourth and fifth.
Yep, through the field. We'll jump back.
Fifth and sixth, rather.
Here, we're looking for a little more of a battle happening back here. That's the 11 of Joey Doucette. He's got in front of him Mike Slagter, Jeff Nairn. The 98 of Christoph Hall is also there. Behind them, you can see the 29. That's William Mann Jr. The 84 is there, but I think he is lap or so down. Nathan Harper is back here. He's in 14th, and he is working his way back up, trying to get back up to the field after that incident.
Yeah, he does have fresher tires. You have to remember that. So, fresh tires. Don't think his car is damaged too heavily, but still a little bit fresher tires in these leaders. It does matter.
By 40 laps, fresher tires.
Yep. I mean, the leader just ran a 15.4, so, you know, a lot of those last 40 laps have been caution laps, so got to keep that in mind. But that's what's going on through the field right now. But as it stands, Chris Worrell and Lilith Peters nose to tail. Lilith tries to go to the high side. She has a little bit of a run, kind of stalls.
Oh, a little
06
little
slides.
Loose. Yeah.
Oh, she's sideways. Oh, she's got it.
Yeah.
And up in front of them, they got some lap traffic to sort through.
I think that's going to be the biggest challenge right now. Let's bring up that track map to show you that this field is all spread out. That's the 40 of Jeff Nini. That's right there. They've got the 28 of Bobby Gibson to deal with. The 64 is there. That's Cody Sturgill to work their way through. And he was a little bit dirt tracking. Same thing with Gibson. You know, it's really up to that driver whether they're going to move out of the way or not.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, you have flags that say, hey, move out of the way, but, you know, you don't have to abide by them the first time. You could choose to not do that, so we'll see what happens here as he now is about to give the backdoor step at the 93 as well as the 99, making his way very nicely through this lap traffic. Doing a great job. Everybody staying to the high side.
So Marco Ruby right there in the 99 is the last car on the lead lap. He's about to get lapped.
I think we have a little bit of a battle here from this 99 car. Oh, close.
Very close.
He's still there. Now he's not. He is clear.
Oh, then you got, now Lilith has to work her way around that 99.
And she drove that corner in deep around Marco Ruby. And they are now sideways. She loses a little bit of ground now to the 80 or the 06 rather of Chris Worrell.
She just powers her way through. Works. She was definitely losing ground.
Oh, contact! 93 sideways. He stays off the track. He's good. He is clean. Caught that one.
Yeah, that was close. That's the 19 of John Ledger. Looking back through some of these lap cars trying to work their way back up through the field. Oh, Jeff Deneen just tagged the wall.
He did, and Harley Barletta's trying to get through some lap traffic right now, and hold on to it. Oh, we're wrecking. There's the 11. Big wreck. 11's up on his side. We may have a car upside down, Rick. Oh! Tough hit. Oh, is he going to land? He stuck the landing.
He did stick the landing. Ryan Pittman, Joey Doucette, wow. Jeff Nairn. I don't think Joey's too happy about what just happened to him.
I wouldn't be either. God. He got thrown around.
He seems to be on quite the mission.
Do we stay here?
I think we stay here. We'll give it a second.
Let's see. Is he gonna make it down pit road?
I mean, he's got damage on all four sides of that car.
I mean, he's got damage like everywhere.
Yep.
Did he just retire?
I don't know. Let's go back and.
Actually.
A bit of net code there.
Yeah, hold on. I think he hit. So really quick, I'm looking at incident limit counts. He
hit 24.
He might have hit 24. No, he did not hit 24. One driver did hit 24 with Sammy Harrell.
Gotcha. So while the leaders are coming in the pit road, you can kind of see that there's a little bit of net code here. The 40 is kind of squirrely. He's going back and forth, having a hard time. They don't actually physically connect, but there's a bit of net code. Of course, Jeff Nairn is trying to drive. He tried to stay in the high line. That did not work out. And the 11, there's the 08. The 4 is involved. Man. So major players, unfortunately, impacted in this incident. And then obviously you can see the 11.
11 just on top of the 27 there. Now what happens here as he makes his way down the track? He's on two wheels, nowhere to go. 20 comes right here and tags him. does a little pirouette,
That's Johnston. Yep.
lands for a second, and then decides to go back on 2 wheels. And it looks like word from race control is that the 11 has been disqualified.
He is retired. That's correct.
That is correct.
Cubo.
So
11th
that
caution.
explains.
Yeah.
Yep, that explains why. So right now, I want to give an update really quick because I haven't done it yet, but I think this is the time where it possibly could be coming into play. Incident points. So Jeff Denny is up to 20. We have to say this because this is, if you're wondering where your driver is in the race, and for some reason he's now gone, it could be because of incident point limits. Nathan Harper is at 16. Philip Vandertwick is at 16. Brian Johnson is at 16. So those are the only drivers right now that are above 16. The incident limit is 24. Again, it's Bristol. It happens. So just going to give you all that update just to let you know what's happening incident point wise. I don't think there's any driver out here that has not had an incident, if that tells you anything. Actually, no, I take that back. There has been a few. But either way, we're going to be back to green here. Green flag back in the air. Our new leader is the 25 of Ethan Thompson, I believe. No, I take that back. That is the 7 of Zach Ward. And I take that back again. Now it's the 06.
Yes.
All
All of these drivers,
like that.
pretty much the entire field, plus 15, all went into the pits and got fresh tires and fuel enough to make it through to the end of the race. So right now we're just watching these.
Oh, we're wrecking. 81 came down on the 01, and we have a caution. 48 sideways. Oh, 81 got tagged again. And we are all stacking up in turn. Was that turn 1? Turn 2?
So I've got Barletta, Vandertwick, Pittman, Walter, Van Scoik, Bullard, Johnson, Dunning, Lowe, all involved.
It started with the 81, I think came down on the 01. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thought he was clear.
So Lilith is coming up. She's in the center. 81's high. You can see that seam. He's right now in the middle of that high line. Now he's crossing over, trying to come down, and, well, not clear, unfortunately.
Not clear. Literally, yep.
Yeah. So Lilith gets around safely, but the 98 had no place to go. The 39 and 48 stack up.
Yep, 81 still alongside that wall. Nathan Harper squeaks by. Mike Slatker.
Charles
Van Scoik doesn't.
Yeah, he spins him. The 20 gets into Van Scoik. The 48 is kind of over there, kind of spinning. Look.
What happened to Ryan?
Ryan Pittman must have got tapped from behind.
I think there's a term for that.
There is a term for that.
in racing, I can only assume, but there was a caution. Hate that for Ryan. Ryan's been kind of caught up in quite a few accidents tonight. Hate that for every driver that's was involved in that. It's hard, when you have a car spin at the front of the field, Rick. There's only so many places you can go,
Yep.
So no matter where you are in this mix, if you get on your brakes too hard, you slide. If you don't get on your brake suit enough, you're risking, running into the back of somebody. I mean, it's totally,
He had no place to go. He just spun himself.
Yeah, wow. I thought he had a little bit of assistance.
I thought he did too. That was odd.
Kind of wild. Yeah. I wonder if he downshifted and locked it up a little bit.
May have, yep.
Maybe, but...
Yes. On our YouTube channel, Zorko says, welcome back to ARCA Break Weekly. Yep, that's the term. Not a flattering one. But here we are. Lap 198, just 52 laps to go with our 12th caution.
Yep.
A lot of carnage over the past 8 or so cautions.
Yeah, it sounds like, or it feels like we've had quite a few just kind of stacking up back to back to back to back. So hopefully we'll get a good green flag run here soon. Green flag run to the end.
Woohoo! We'll go for that. All right, so that puts the 06 of Chris Worrell in charge, or Zach Ward. Zach Ward's on that low line. I'm guessing it's Zach Ward that has our control car.
I think Chris is our control car. I think Chris took the high side.
So he took the high side, okay?
Yep, it shows him in P1 as it stands on my tracker. We're back to green. Yep, that is exactly what happened.
Yep.
Green flag back in the air. And we've got a new top 5. Zach Ward again up there, but you have Justin Horton up 31 spots, John Ledger up 14 spots.
So Lilith Peters survived that. She is now showing in 7th. But there's a lot of action going up around in front of her with the 7, the 25, and the 24. A lot of traffic to deal with. A lot of loose race cars. That 25 is slipping and sliding all over the place. That's Ethan Thompson.
Yeah, he's a little loose. Oh, we got a car.
48 was sliding down.
And we got a caution. Another caution here
Jesse
at
Vaughn
Bristol.
involved.
Yep, got some, oh no, a big stack up. There's 93, I believe, involved. Yep, that is correct. Cody Sturgill. Van Scoik again. Tough
I saw
break
a
for
green
Chuck.
bumper. We'll go back and just watch this, but we're going to watch it at regular speed.
All right, Jesse Vaughn there. Oh, just got a little loose off the corner.
Yep, and collected the 93.
Oh!
Oh.
Man. I don't know who hit that wall up in turn 3, but that was that was probably one of the hardest hits I've ever seen. Who is that up there? Is that the 14 of Mike Sladker?
Yes, it is.
I mean, looks like he goes full throttle into the wall.
Well, I see it from Mike's position. Oh, he blew up too.
Yeah, I mean, he hit that thing probably going 100, 115, I can imagine. But then you had some stack up that caused a couple more guys to get involved in that one, Rick.
We can tell you exactly how fast he was going. Let's see if the dashboard will come up. It does not come up in the replay.
Oh, man. Well, I'll do a little research on my end.
Man.
Yeah, that was a hard hit.
Big hit. He might need to be checked out at the infield care center.
So all I got to say is he hit the wall at approximately 97 miles an hour. And within, at least that's what it's reading right now.
Tough, hard hit.
Stopped all the way to 43.
Yep.
43.
He's done. His car is toast.
Oh, yeah, it's done. Unfortunate there for Mike, the winner of our paint scheme skirmish. Well, good thing these cars don't cost anything to take anything out of his Amazon loot.
Yeah, so if your wife's listening or your husband's listening, yeah, iRacing is free. It's all free. No charge.
Besides your time.
Yeah, that's right. It's all free. All right.
We are down to just under 50 laps to go here at Bristol. We appreciate you tuning in for tonight's race. If you've made it this far, watch it on a replay. Tune in on February 29th. That's tomorrow. We got the INRS Series at Las Vegas at 8:30 Eastern Time. 8:45 Eastern time, depending on when we have the broadcast go live. And also Friday night, Rick, are we confirmed on that one as well?
We
Doubleheader?
are. We have a double header on Friday night with Super Speedway Kings and Jimmy Crow. There are two large paying money races that we will bring to you. Our early race, race 1, and our later race, which is around 10:30 or so. These pay big dollars to these racers.
Yep.
All right, we are back underway. Lap 208. We're back under green. Chris Morrell is in charge. He's got John Ledger on his tail.
Wow.
Zach Allen. John Ledger is up 14. Good to see John Ledger back up there. The 24 is Zach Allen. Ethan Thompson. Lilith Peters is showing currently in 5th.
Yep, she's trying to get around that 25 machine of Ethan Thompson there. We know she's fast. Does she have enough time? We shall see, as well as Justin Horton up 30 spots there in 6th. Want to watch out for that 39 machine.
He tapped the wall a bit there. He's got the 48 of Philip Vandertroot behind. This is the result of attrition. You're seeing a lot of guys who have made it up. They have been survivalists of this event here, and they're making it up to the into the top 10.
They are 16 cars on the lead lap right now as it speaks.
I'll give it to Harley Barletta. He is now sitting in 9th. He has survived a number of incidents back in towards the earlier part of this race.
And John Ledger looked to the inside of the 06.
Oh, there's
we got some contact at 25. Yep, between the 25 and the 01.
That's one way to get past the 25.
It looks like the 25 got loose out of turn 3 or turn 2 and kind of carried the momentum into the 01 machine. So tough break there for the 25, but that moves Lilith up to 4th on her way back up to the front here, trying to get her first podium here at the Tech for Troop Cup Series, while you have John Ledger hunting the back doorstep of that 06. John's like, I don't want just $5 Amazon loot. I want to win, and I want to lock myself into playoffs. I want more.
Chris Morrell looking for another victory.
I believe that would be his 3rd of the season there, Rick. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah. He's been on a tear.
He's been on a tear this season.
His teammate has not had as successful of a night as he has. I think.
Oh, John Ledger's loose. Saves it.
He saved it. James
Yeah,
Lowe
James
is back
Lowe.
in 27th.
Yeah, I knew he was back there. That's rough. Something happened earlier in the race. We weren't able to catch. Unfortunate.
I think he got tangled up. My guess is in some lap traffic, and unfortunately had some major damage.
Yep. That didn't cause a caution, I don't believe.
Correct. So we're keeping our eye on now. Lilith Peters has made her way up to 3rd. She's got the 24 of Zach Allen in front of her, and then Chris Morrell. Looks like the 19 has just tagged the wall again a little bit.
John Ledger doing everything he can to try to catch up to these guys. But right now it looks like Ethan Thompson has made his way back up. He was one of the faster cars out of the 060-01 in the 25. So we'll see if he's able to get around John and maybe battle Lilith for 3rd, as we see Lilith now trying to get underneath the 24 of Zach Allen.
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge here is that this lead group, Chris Morrell specifically, they are about to encounter some lap traffic.
Yep, here we go though, side by side. What are you going to do? Lilith has the position. 24 has to make a move here. He's going to have to go low. There's nowhere else for him to go.
Well, and you've got the pick. She's using the double O as a pick, gets around the 64 as well. That leaves the 24 back there dealing with lap traffic.
Yep, and this is where it could get really hairy, and we may see another caution. When you start getting lap down traffic in this portion of the race, you start to see some of these guys, wrong place, wrong time. As you see right there, Lilith went to the high side a little bit, got cut up, not going to have a good run off the corner because she can't exit well, which is good for the 06 machine, not good for the 01.
Got the 42 of Jamie Dunning right there. She works her way around. A lot of these guys who are just in the back, they're just, again, in survival mode. They may have engine damage, they may have bodywork damage. They're not making race speed, and they're just doing the best they can to hang on to positions. 23 laps to go here in Bristol with the Tech for Troops Cup Series, brought to you by the IWM Broadcast Network. Again, we thank you for tuning in to our broadcast, and hope to see you
Been a
tomorrow.
good one so far. Absolutely.
Yeah, it absolutely has.
It's Bristol. It's going to be caution, filled to a point, and it's going to have some chaos. But we're going to have a great race down now to the last 20 laps here between the 06 and the 01. Will we get another caution? Will we see the 01 maybe move Chris for a win? Who knows? But that 01 has caught the back door of the 06. The 06 has been a little bit slower the last few laps now.
So we are seeing that's the 99 of Marco Berube. Marco is the last driver on the lead lap. And now goes
All right, they
a
clear
lap
him.
down. Yep.
Yep.
They're next.
Clear him successfully.
So they've got a number of drivers to kind of make it up through. There are a number of laps cars in front, but they've got the 27, I think, of Jeff Nearen will be the next one in their sights.
Last lap at the line, Chris Horrell a 15.83. Lilith a 15.84. That's the difference last time by. With 16 now to go at the line. 15.59 for Chris. 15.93 for Lilith. So just a little bit. And there's our live telemetry right now between the leaders, just 0.3 of a second.
Lilith Peters a little faster that time by.
Yep, just a little bit as they now face some lap down traffic there with the 07. Lilith not able to get a run off the corner. Doesn't seem to stop her too much, but laps still are winding down. 13 laps to go, 12 to go next time by.
They've got the 93 in front of them. The 93 is just a few spots ahead. That's Ryan Roberts. Got the 64.
And Rick, I was going to say, this last two corners, Lilith, I think, has found something in the middle of the track. She seems to power off the corner very, very well and able to close the gap on the 06. So right now I'm watching her line. Exit seems to be, if not matching, but a little bit stronger. She got a little bit loose there.
And you can tell that the 06 is kind of driving in his rearview mirror a bit, looking to make sure that he blocks that run that she's having.
Absolutely, and he's doing a great job at that, taking away her line, taking away the nose, the air off the nose of her car.
They're about to encounter the 42.
That's going to miss the 06 up on exit. Same thing with the 01. They both get a little sideways. 06 is going to have a better entry as the 01 dives deep underneath the 06. Oh, so close.
Great run. 8 laps to go.
The 01 is letting it out there. And, oh, man, Rick. They got a lot of guys up in front of them. This is not going to be pretty for the leaders. Oh, no. Oh, hold on to your seatbelts,
Where do
folks.
you go?
I don't think you can go anywhere.
Jeff Nearance right
Three
there.
wide.
Charles Van Scoik. They're trapped. They can't go anywhere. The track
And I
is
would recommend going
blocked.
3 wide. Oh, he splits the middle. 06 gets it done. 01 gets it done. Wow.
Oh my gosh,
what
great
moves.
great driving to get through that. 5 laps to go here at Bristol.
There's that 01 with that great run off the corner again. If she can do that. Oh, she drove it in really deep. Almost gets alongside the 06.
She is trying.
I mean,
she is taking out all the stops here, trying to get by the 06.
oh, that was so close to contact. That was so close right there. She's going to try to get a powerful run and maybe make another move going in to turn 1 right here. See some smoke. I think we're okay. 06 on the bottom, 01 on the top.
She may just.
I don't know where that's...
I think she may have just burned up her stuff.
Oh, we've got a car stopped in turn 1. We got a car with the tow link broken. Turn 1 and turn 2.
Caution's out. That's Justin Horton, I think, that's crashed.
Yep, he had a tow link that was completely broken.
Oh, both. He's dragging his left front. He cannot steer. He is going to have to tow. Hello, you've got to tow, dude.
Hey, like, that's not going to work very much longer. Let's see what happened.
Well, see, it's
look at
broken
that. I mean,
before that.
Yeah, I mean, there's the leaders going by right there. What happened to the 39? Okay, well, he pulled a Ross Chastain right there.
No, the
oh, no.
81 appeared in front of him.
Did he, though? The 39 looks like he has... Oh, no. Oh, it's what we've seen all race long, Rick.
Yep.
I'm surprised. I guess the 81 kept it straight, but why did the tow link... Oh, that hit right there. You could see Harley Barletta basically disappears. And then the left front toe link of the 39 is absolutely shot. Like, his tire is basically sideways. As you can see, look at that. See his tire?
Yep.
He cannot turn that car at all.
Yeah, he cannot go left. That contact with the wall, then... Oh, he gets a little bit of help.
There you go. And that's what caused the caution. With 3 to go.
We're lucky we did not have more wrecked race cars at that point. So, all right.
Oh, major moves, Rick. Worrell did not come down pit road, but it looks like multiple drivers behind him did, including Lilith Peters. Wait, no, she didn't. Never mind. I take that back. Lap down cars. Wait.
All right.
No, that's a replay.
Yes.
I was getting my 2 screens confused.
We're back to live, but you are correct. Chris Worrell did not come down onto pit road. Neither did Ethan Thompson. However, Lilith Peters, Zach Allen, John Ledger all came down pit road. Luke Bullard, Christoph Hall. So they have got brand new rubber, but they've got to go through 3 rows of cars in 3 laps.
Again, I like the track position. I think that's a smart move by the 06. I mean, 3 laps here at Bristol is 45 seconds. I mean, you only have a certain amount of time. I mean, you have basically 4 corners, essentially there, Rick. So I think it's definitely...
You've got to aggressively go after.
There we go. We get that fixed?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, we're about to go back to green flag racing. You've got a lot.
Got some things going on.
Yeah, sorry.
Behind the scenes, but hey, we are about to get this race back underway. Our first green-white checker tonight. Green flag in the air. The 06 takes off.
01 spun tires. 01 spun some tires on that restart.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding to get back up through here.
24 hits the wall.
We got cars going everywhere. 3 wide. Zach Allen down low. White flag in the air. Zach Allen, I think, got fresh tires, right?
Yes.
He's there. He has 1 corner to get it done. What does Zach Allen do? Does he wall ride? He drives it in deep? Oh, the 01 gets into the 25 to finish in 3rd, and we're wrecking at the end. Big wreck. I think Lilith finished in 3rd, though.
Yeah, we'll see when the results come out, but that's how we're showing it right now, scoring. But that does put Chris Worrell on top of the chart. Let's see if we've got.
Chris Worrell brings home another win here.
Lilith Peters gives him a little bump from behind. Some great racing amongst those two.
His 3rd win of the season here in that Fender Ford. And that is your final order. There it is. Chris Worrell brings home the win with Zach Allen finishing in 2nd. Lilith Peters there in 3rd. Ryan Walter in 4th. John Ledger comes out with a nice top 5. Ethan Thompson in 6th. Philip Vandertwick there in 7th. William Ann Jr. in 8th. Nathan Harper in 9th. And Luke Bullard rounds out your top 10.
Zach Ward finishes in 11th. Christoph Hall in 12th. Jeff Nairn in 13th. Marco Ruby in 14th. Jesse Vaughn in 15th. Jamie Dunning in 16th. Ryan McRoberts finishes in 17th. Ryan Pittman in 18th. Aaron Jackson in 19th. And Justin Horton in 20th.
In 21st, you have Brian Johnson. In 22nd, Cody Sturgill. Harley Barletta in 23rd. Christopher Howell in 24th. Garrett Johnston, 25th. James Lowe, 26th. Charles Van Scoik in 27th. Mike Slatker, 28th. Ian Ogden in 29th. And Bobby Gibson rounds out your top 30.
All right, 31st, Jeff Neaney. Sammy Harrell in 32nd. David Watson, 33rd. Maurice Burnett, 34th. Ty Bostic, tough result from our pole sitter in 35th. Jeremy Flanagan, in 36th. Brad Slagle in 37th. Armando Ortiz in 38th. Zach Groover, 39th. Joey Doucette in 40th. Dame Newson in 41st. David P. Sharon in 42nd. And 43rd was Dave Sharon.
Alrighty.
All right, I think we've got Miss Lilith Peters. Let's bring her in the broadcast booth. Lilith, congratulations on your P3 finish.
Thank you. Hi.
How are you? It's great to talk with you. We've been calling and watching you up front so far this season, and I really thought you had it today.
Chris and I were pretty equal, so it kind of just ended up in luck and strategy. I'll take the 3rd I got.
Absolutely. What was your thought on? I know you made that decision to go in on that last caution to go in, get fresh rubber. That made a difference. Of course, you did have to battle through a bunch. I think you had 6 cars in front of you. What were your thoughts there? You just playing the odds at that point, you think?
I've been in this position before, and I didn't think I'd be able to win, so I just wanted to take tires in YOLO. Well,
you had a great finish. We're super happy to see you on the podium here. Any shout outs tonight?
Yeah, I'll shout out my sponsor, Luna's Steak Sauce, that you can buy at foxfirefoods.com, and my teammates Nathan and Jeremy.
There you go.
Nathan had a good race, I think.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, and thanks for broadcasting, Rick and John.
You got it. Well, we enjoyed watching tonight, and we hope to talk to you a lot more this season.
Later.
All right. That's Lilith Peters finishing in 3rd. Zach Allen. We'll move Zach up here to the broadcast booth. Zach, congratulations on your 2nd place finish.
Thank you.
What was your thoughts going into that restart? I know you started in 13th, lucky 13th tonight, and you survived the carnage.
Somehow, it kept it pretty clean till that one restart we had. Second turn on the inside line spun out, got some damage from there, but I was able to get it repaired and get back to the front. I was hoping for one more lap there at the end.
Yeah, I think that would have definitely you were just that far back behind Chris Worrell. But well, congratulations on your finish. Any shout-outs tonight?
No, I don't have any tonight, but it was a good race for the most part. I enjoyed racing with everybody.
Well, again, congratulations on your finish. And that's Zach Allen finishing in second here at Bristol. And now we welcome our winner, Chris Worrell, to the broadcast booth.
Riggs, how you doing, brother?
Great, Chris. This is becoming a regular thing here. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. Yeah, 3 out of 4. I can't ask for anything better. It was a fun race. There at the end, it's kind of caution filled, which stinks. I feel really bad for Lilith. She was really good. I hate that caution happened there in the end. I know Justin didn't mean to. I think he called her out and apologized. But it happened. It's Bristol. I was just in the right place at the right time, thankfully.
Well, and that's exactly it. It is Bristol. It's a short track, and with 40 cars on there, it didn't take more than half a lap, and y'all were battling through some lap traffic. In fact, there was a time there, and you can go back and watch the broadcast, when both you and Lilith, were 3 wide, splitting the pack, making your way back as she was trying to run you down. That was great racing.
Yeah, I saw all those cars coming up, all the lap cars, and she was just getting closer and closer, and I was like, well, dang on, all my whole lead that I had on her, I had like, half a second for a little bit, and she was already so fast that, it was either go time or she was going to get a chance to pass me, so I had to send it through there. And she did the same, so hopefully that looked cool for the broadcast. But
yep, absolutely.
Yeah, it was awesome racing her. That was for sure. She did a really good job.
All right, any shout-outs tonight?
Tech for Troops, first and foremost, for being the best sponsor in iRacing. You guys for putting on an excellent broadcast. As usual, can't wait to watch it. Probably tomorrow, though. It's a little late now. But my buddy James Lowe, Aunt Mary, she's watching. The rest of everybody in the league. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. But Team Rocket Racing, let's go get it.
All right, that's your winner tonight, Chris Worrell, who has found himself back on top here at Bristol. So, John, where are we next week?
Next week, we are at Atlanta. Not the old Atlanta, the new Atlanta. So, super speedway style racing here in the next gens. 150 laps there, 50% fuel. It's going to be a wild ride at that track next week. So make sure to tune in with us, with John, myself, and Rick, and we'll be here live on the iRacing Warriors Motorsports Broadcast Network, the IWM Broadcast Network, at 8:30 Eastern Time. And also, don't forget, tomorrow night we have the INRS Series at Las Vegas starting around 8:30, 8:45 Eastern Time, and then Friday night we have another money race going on, a doubleheader starting, I believe, somewhere around 8 to 8:10. So if you're wanting to tune in some racing here over the next few nights, obviously do that, but also come back next week for Atlanta here in the Tech for Troop Cup Series.
That sounds great. All right, folks, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.